Hey there, do you see this fine looking plane? Such a good shaped planes that accommodate and serve people in their peace and dire time. You might think, silly plane, they just object to be used as transportation with high risk in it, right? Yep, you are right. But we are not gonna talking about plane function as transportation, but something more than that. I stumbled upon a short animation that left me speechless. The animation also speechless, but it gives you more meaning without shedding a single conversation or narration. And that is Little Red Plane. You might think this one or this. Nope, not this. But inspired from Howard Kowo's short story crafted by Shadebox. Shadebox is an animation studio located in Los Angeles, California since 2001. The studio produces any kind of advertisement media or just simply animation, even trying to be pitched into Disney. But as you can see, it's TBA, abandoned to be precise. Except Little Red Plane, their first animation I believe, directed by Joey Jones and Mira Winata from 2001 and finished in 2003. Also, this is more college team project by the way, so expect the CGI quality was not too sophisticated but still charming for early 2000 era. But don't judge that part harshly because this short animation was very successful. Many news websites talk about it. Many awards rewarded to this masterpiece. Even at one point when they win first place in college television awards, they not just receive prize money, but SpongeBob doll directly from Tom Kenny himself. Wow, that is amazing. Even Tom Kenny impressed by this animation. Must be a very good one. And not just good, but very philosophical yet religious at the same time. Although the animation was heavily inspired from short speechless film The Red Balloon, originally titled Le Ballon Rock, a 1956 French fantasy comedy drama short film telling a story about a kid that befriends a sentient red balloon with juvenile and mischievous demeanor that sometimes trouble the kid. Although the story was mostly about relationship between the kid and the red balloon in a mute way, but some reviewers said that the film unintendedly criticized social interaction and bleak mood surrounding suburban area in this film. I mean, it was non-dialogue film and mostly just adult doing adult things, making things bland and repetitive. But for Little Red Plane, it is what happened in the red balloon. Non-dialogue, non-speech, but using the entire body language to explain what is going on. The animation started with literal foreshadowing. Totally, but let's continue. Then the bird visits a treehouse where an unnamed kid plays there. I don't know who is he, but one image says, still, is it the boy's name or not? I don't know. Let's just say still for the moment. Then he played with his water gun like a soldier until he saw toy plane and his photo with his deceased father back then. Now, with this setting, it is clear that this is World War II or after World War, but conflicts still persist and they still using old model aircraft between 1930 to 1950, I believe, as you can find in this website. Then still plays with it for a moment until he saw the bird and follow it into the forest. When this has happened to him, yep, the spiritual journey has begun as he miraculously can operate an airplane. Well, kinda. See how he tried to dodge a tree and move smoothly? But then the bird goes to the sky and still managed to follow him. With a bit of supernatural works of course, until still dumbfounded that the bird turned into a plane as the scenery turned into horrific event. The battle in the air ensues as the plane was chased by Axis Remnant, I guess? So, without doubt, still jump into the action. Hey kid, be careful with that, and he shoots them with luck as they are professionally dubbed. As Steel finished the job, the plane emerged and it turns out it was Steel's father all along. If you missed this, don't blink, you miss very crucial information. You might confuse what was that all about. But no! Steel's father protect him from being shot by the last enemies and sacrifice himself. Shocked by this, Steel managed to do loop-the-loop to take position and shoot the bastard down. Frick yeah! Now, up to this moment, you realize that Steel took a role as Steel's father comrade, seeing the event of what happened to his father during the war and how he got killed. Still, with grief in his heart, managed to move on and give this old man the greatest last salute honor he deserved, while riding into the bright sunset. And also back to the treehouse again, I guess? Huh? Wait, what? Is that grown up still? Yes, it is. Well, it turns out Still was starting his spiritual journey in his old treehouse, sleeping gently, and God take him in his childhood memory and replay what is going on in there with spiritual twists, where Still was reliving his father's last memory before he got exploded. Supposedly, even up to his adult version, his father was there and visited him from time to time. And I do believe Steel's child consciousness was there with the toy plane and wake up adult Steel, ending his spiritual journey to find the truth about his deceased father during the war event. And that is Little Red Plane. I know some people might say this short animation inspired many movie or animation or book with similar name, but I want to know if there is any product with that name far before this short animation. If anyone know, please tell me. Because if there is other sources that inspire these amazing works, including Little Red Plane, that would be pleasure. Because as far as I know, Howard Kowo before joining Out Center with class study BF Graphic Design at 2001 in Pasadena, was serving as an army. But I don't know which military because Joey Jones said that the story saved from his short story as he is once serving in military. Not only that, interestingly, this animation has some sort of Christian methodology with Steele's father as birth. As Joey said, his cardinal helped him as he once attended at St. Charles Preparatory High School in Columbus, Ohio, as it started as a homage turned into ideal symbol of life, the flag sequence, and especially the birth, because there is a Christian story involving birth as divine messenger, protection, and communication. So that's why he can shape-shifting himself and the reality too if you count this scene as got himself involved in this beautiful yet sad revelation journey for young still to move on in a perspective of children in a world of conflict. Overall, this is such a masterpiece from start to finish. Yes, the graphic is not fancy as the day. One scene literally make me dizzy. For me, but for you, I don't know. But the charming scenery, detailed audio and visual clue with sorrow but hopeful music is top notch. Cool transition that smoothly changes into one scene to another is beautifully crafted. The story is wonderful without speaking to each other. Let the situation tell the story itself. Story of a spiritual journey, a gift from God, and Father's love, even beyond that itself. And that's about it. Thank you for watching and see you next time. Ciao!